Bill, where could she be, Bill? I mean, I said Farmlands Market, downtown Creswell, Oregon Street,
anyway, I think
20 minutes ago. Hi, hi, Em.
Oh, we're rolling.
Yeah, welcome to Farmland Market.
I'll call you back. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry you were so busy. Have you ever been here before?
No, actually I haven't. You said you had to show me something in Creswell.
Well, let's go. Come on, I got to introduce you to Farmland Market. Come here.
All right.
You'll love it. You've never been here?
Hey guys. Hi. What's up, my ladies?
I thought you said you'd never. Do you know everybody?
Yeah, I know everybody. They're my girls.
So anyway, Farmland Market. So Ray's Market shuts down. They need a market in town. So Jessica opens up this store, and they have. She brings in produce, and we're going to show you the organic stuff later on. They have some on the other side. But then look at this other local coffee, and then they have all this Camas Country Mill stuff. So you got oatmeal, 7 grains, Sue's soup,
garbanzo beans.
Well, if it's yours, they're chickpeas.
Chickpeas. That's awesome. Pinto beans. That was my nickname in high school.
Yeah, amongst all of the other ones.
There's a lot. It's never ending. Oh, check this out, Rick. Are these recipes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. This is the last one left.
Well, you know what? You should take a look around, and then I'm going to go talk to Jessica, tell people a little bit about the store. Don't get into any trouble.
Oh, you're not joking?
No, I'm not joking.
Okay.
Bill knows where you hide, and there is a beer cooler back there, I know.
Bill won't sell me out. I'll get you a beer.
I'm not dead. That sounds like something interesting. We're here with Jessica Moore, the owner of Farmland Market. I love this story because you started this, Ray's, the big market in town, goes out of business. Creswell has basically nowhere to get groceries at this point, fresh produce and that kind of stuff. And you were 20 years old and now you're 21, you open a shop.
Yep, yeah, it was fun.
What are you trying to do here? What is this? Can I describe Farmland Market here?
Well, when I started it, it was, you know, what can I get locally first? That's what I started out with. Where can I get it? You know, I did a lot of research on it, and I, you know, come up with a few places, and I had a goal of what all I wanted to get locally. So I started with local, and then I added what else I needed. I started adding that in, and
so you're working with local organic farmers and Camas Country Mill and local coffee places. Why is that so important, do you think?
Because it keeps the money here. I really enjoy, you know, talking with these people, and, you know, the lady that does the coffee, I think she's, you know, 22, 23. So it's a lot of fun just to be able to talk to these people. You know, we can relate to each other, and keeping the money around here has always been a huge thing. My dad's been a farmer his whole life, and it's always been really important just for me at this point is to keep the money here. So.
You went to school here in Creswell, and I mean, you kind of sometimes pinch yourself and go, I'm now like kind of a major business here.
Yeah, it's definitely different, but I like it a lot. You know, I slice my own deli meat, and, you know, I have a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. You know, I do all the ordering, I do, you know, manage my employees. Everyone really appreciates it. I mean, yeah, thanks for being here. You know, you just saved me a trip to Cottage Grove. I love hearing that. You saved me a trip to Couch Grove, you know, and that's it. That's exactly what I want to hear, because that tells me what I need to know. I had exactly what they were looking for to do what they wanted to do for dinner.
Because you are doing organic produce and all kinds of different things like that, where you're not just a little convenience store. I mean, you are a market.
My customers have always been really important to me, and I like working hard for them, and they appreciate it. They see that what you're doing to try, you know, and support them and to help them out, and they really appreciate it.
So what happens if a big grocery store comes back to town?
I've got a plan for that. My thoughts is, you know, once a bigger grocery store comes in, I'll be able to just flop right over just onto that organic, you know, local stuff.
So you'll go back to where you started?
Basically, yeah.
So you started your business, you're smart. You start your business with this organic thing. You fill in to make so everybody else can have it, but if somebody big comes in, you'll be ready to go right, but you're ready to build up that business because everybody knows if you're in Creswell, this is the place to go get it.
Yeah, exactly. And there's, you know, I get people out of Pleasant Hill. I get people from Cottage Grove. I've had, I mean, it's amazing the amounts of places I've had people come just to see what it is, just to see what's here. And you know, the support has been immense.
We're here with Laleh Rezai, and we're going to tell you about an event that's coming up, a movie, and then a conversation we're going to start here in Eugene to help some very important people in Iran. Yes, we can do that. Here in Eugene, we can actually help. Thank you for being here with us to tell us about this.
Thank you so much, Rick, for having me. So this movie really tells the story of the Baha'is, the history of persecution, and also the latter part of the movie deals with the formation of this university, the underground university, kind of an informal university that was formed to help the Baha'i students who were denied access to higher education.
Because right now in Iran, if you're Baha'i, if you're of the Baha'i faith, you are not allowed to go to university and be educated.
Absolutely correct. And education is one of the things that are denied Baha'is, but Baha'is cannot even have any jobs. They are not allowed to work for government job. They're denied their pensions. The burial grounds are desecrated. Baha'i children in elementary school are ridiculed by their teachers openly. Baha'i businesses have been closed. Homes and businesses are, you know, they can be vandalized. There is many that have been burned to the ground without any penalty for the perpetrators. So you see, that's what's happening. Denial of education is one, and the response of the Baha'i community, which I think should give hope to all of mankind, is to come up with something like BIHE, which is a ray of hope that in the face of such persecution, you can have such constructive response
and
that peaceful that does not involve violence or strife. And that's, I think, and it actually brings the whole community together, from teachers to students, as you saw.
So what makes you saddest about this?
Well, that's a very emotional question for me. What makes me the saddest? I'm sad because I feel like they don't have a voice for themselves. They're working hard, but we need to be their voice, so that gives me strength. But I am sad that that a country of Iran, which was one of the greatest civilizations of the world, can have such a situation where human rights can be denied solely on religious belief. So that saddens me a lot. But as we talk, there is also a lot of hope. So this gives me hope, and the support of our communities, the support of my friends and family and colleagues in Eugene and wonderful people such as yourself brings a lot of hope. The hope really is from, this movie was made by a filmmaker who's not a Baha'i, who is just someone who's advocating for human rights. So I think when the revolution happened in 1979, that first decade, the persecution was so acute, 200 Baha'is were executed. And we're seeing again a rise in persecution, but the people of Iran are becoming very aware. And I think that's where the ray of hope is that I have wonderful friends, Iranian friends, who are very concerned, who are not Baha'is, about the situation. We have lots of supporters within the people of Iran, these wonderful Iranian people who themselves are realizing the injustice. And I think that has changed since the beginning of revolution. And this film certainly attests to that. And as you probably see, and will see for those who will come to the movie, is that there are a lot of supporters. The historians that are quoted in there, none of them are Baha'is, but they're working in support of Baha'is. And I think that gives the Baha'is lots of hope and the work that we each can do.
Why do you think this is so important, and what can people in Eugene do about a situation going on in Iran?
They should come because I think it will be a wonderful event. We'll have a great discussion. And I know that people in Eugene, from living here in the past 19 years and working in this community, are wonderful people who are very concerned about others. We've seen that in our community, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I think because of that, people should come, and I think they would not only be able to show their support, but think about ways that they can change, even have a voice here in Eugene and change things in our community.
We can get out of the box, huh?
That's it. That's it.
Thank you so much for being with us.
It was a pleasure to be with you. Thanks so much.
So students at Cottage Grove High School, they have a television production class, and we do some work with them. They put together this video on what they believe. I saw it online, they sent it to me. I loved it so much. You gotta look at it.
It's time we talk.
Really talk.
Really talk about something important.
Harassment, drug and alcohol abuse,
Racism.
bullying,
The real.
And on our campus.
and it's time to take action.
When you attend Cottage Grove High School,
When you became a lion,
You became part of a community.
and in our community,
We take care of one another.
We tell that student
to leave them alone.
We ask if they're okay.
We help a friend when they're down.
When we see something wrong,
We interrupt.
We disrupt. We divert.
We say something. We do something.
It's on us to show others the respect they deserve, to protect our friends.
to step in before it's too late.
To wear this bracelet,
To wear this bracelet.
to wear this bracelet is to take action for your friends.
your classmates,
Your teammates when they need you the most.
To wear this bracelet means to treat ourselves with respect,
To treat everyone with respect.
We believe instead of watching something happen,
instead of wishing you had done something.
we believe to be brave. We believe to be bold. We believe to be courageous.
It's on you
it's on me.
It's on us to say something.
to do something.
We believe in CG.
We believe in
CG.
We believe in CG.
We believe in CG.
Hey, Em.
Hey, Rick. What? Dancer. I'm shopping. They've got a lot of stuff here. Right here.
Look, I found something for you to get to for your Valentine.
For me? Are you getting this for me
You
or
know,
for me to?
you can get this for somebody.
This does kind of embody my Valentine's Day. In my heart, thanks. You want to just kick me in the face? I'm like, right here? That's nice, Dancer. I didn't get you anything on purpose.
Not the beautiful sign.
Absolutely not, but I like it. It's clever. Beautiful.
Yeah, maybe it would remind me to try. Nah.
I don't
Nah,
think
it's
so.
not gonna-
It's
over
no
that.
use.
Allison. Aren't you?
Hi.
You're Allison Olsen.
Yes, I am.
Okay, her dad is Scott Olsen, the publisher of the Creswell Chronicle and also the Springfield Times, and we work in a little arrangement with them. So tell me, this is your 50th year. What are you guys doing for special stuff to kind of show people off what you're doing here at the Creswell?
Well, Scott has been putting in stories about the history that we used to have in the
So these are
newspaper.
old stories that
Old
he's bringing
stories that-
back?
yeah, and he's been doing a special section when we can fit it in. So
I love that. So,
Yeah.
so why is a small town paper, do you think, so important to this town like Creswell?
well, people like to see their kids in the paper. We have Student of the Month that goes in every month. We have sports that goes in. And there's a lot of meetings and stuff that people can't go to all the time. There's school board, city council, and fire board. There's just a lot that not everyone can go to, so they can just read the paper and find out more information.
Yeah, I love what you guys do. I get my paper every week in the mail, so people, you can get it mailed. You don't have to live in Creswell. They'll mail it to you. Or you, people here get a subscription and they can get it themselves as well. Well, good. It's nice to see you. Good luck with the baby.
Thank you.
All right. See you later, Allison.
We give women this ability to connect and to see, just by sitting in that group, that they're not alone. It's not just them. Other people are, other women and men too, other people are experiencing the same exact thing. So all those lies that they were told, all the stuff that they were told over all those years of that abuse, it in 1 second, it's shaken to its core.
I'm not afraid to tell other women that if they come here, that they're gonna find help and that they're really gonna be able to start living a life in a different way that they've ever lived.
But we need to have that next piece. We need to let women move forward so that they can actually change their lives and develop that independence that they need. And part of that is to be able to connect and see these other women and to know, I mean, from all areas of Eugene and Lane County, all different stratospheres of, you know, different ethnicities, different, you know, economic backgrounds, and they're all there, and they all have the same story.
I have a voice in that people care and that I'm deserving of not being hit and not being belittled is probably one of the biggest gifts I've ever had. Just being unconditionally loved, and I get that here.
Nobody can be quiet what's going on or what's happening. Doesn't matter what. You have to talk, and you have to say no to the violence. No more.
It's really powerful to see someone who's maybe going to group for a while and they're going to Lane Community College, or they're at U of O, or they just started this great job, and you're like, wow, I could do that. And so then they get to kind of move past that emergency place to that dream place, that hope place.
In these 3 years, I have come so far from where I was. I have a job now. I have a car and my first hand-me-down computer.
And they get to see that it's not about you. They have this capacity. They can do these things, and that they're so strong, because they are. We know it. We see it every day. We see their strength and their power and their abilities, but they don't always see that in themselves.
It's never too late. It's never too late, especially if you have kids. That's how I look at it. I mean, I stayed off and on 18 years, and not just one abusive relationship. And I guess that's the thing I would tell other women. Don't ever be afraid to ask for help. You're better and stronger. Now I'm gonna get that teary thing. You're better and stronger than you know.
And so you can just see their self-esteem rising, and we can help connect them. And it's just, it is really just an amazing transformation to see. So is there something that they can do to help? You know, when you hear these stories, it's like, well, hey, I never thought about letting Womenspace know when I had a job available. You know, they could do that. Or, wow, you know, I wouldn't have an issue renting to someone who was a Womenspace participant, even though they might not have the best rental history because of their abuser. But yeah, I would rent one of my apartments to them. Maybe I'll let them know. I mean, there are little things like that that people in our community can do, aside from the helping us with funding, which is always important. They can volunteer and be a part of seeing these transformations themselves. There's a lot of things.
And joining us is Erica Trappy with Good Food Easy. She grows all this beautiful organic produce 7 miles to the west of Creswell, so it's local, it's organic, and you know exactly what's on it when people are buying it. Nothing, it's fresh.
Great.
Thanks for being here. How has this store opening really changed things for you as a business person in the area?
Well, we love having another venue to sell our produce to the people of Creswell. It's been great working with Jessica. Before she even opened last spring, she called up and introduced herself and came out to the farm to meet me and see what we're doing. So I think it's really cool that she wants to have that connection and really know where her stuff is coming from.
Because I think people do. Don't you find that with customers now? They want to know that that was picked maybe an hour ago.
Right. Yeah, I think that's one of the benefits of being so close, is that we're able to deliver frequently and respond. If she sells out of something, she gives me a call and we can bring more the next day, so that way it can always be the freshest possible. And I think that it's great that the folks in Creswell have another place to get local produce.
Before I have to deal with him again. Okay, holy cow. Seriously. Where's Bill? Hey, Bill. Check this out. They've got the Knee Deep Cattle Company stuff. This one is beef chuck steak. I'll have that for dinner. They also have the ground beef. This stuff is the free-range grass-fed beef. People always look for it. It's here. Farmland Market. I heard Jessica cuts all this lunch meat herself. This is like the best lunch meat I've ever seen. You can't get this at regular stores. Look at that. That roast beef means business. Oh, lunch. That reminds me. I'm hungry. Ranchito Grill is amazing. They have a daily special for $6.95. Check it out, because $6.95, you can't really go wrong. Also, we have a bucket there. You can enter to win dinner for 2 from Ranchito Grill, and I believe we have a winner. Rick, who needs them? Stealing my thunder again. Dawn Hoskins. Congratulations. Yeah. I don't know where Rick went, but that was weird how his voice just jumped out of nowhere.
Hi from the Eugene Hearing and Speech Center. The kids in the communication classroom would like to invite you and your family to our Family Fun Day. Yay!
We want to show you all the awesome things that we do here at the Eugene Hearing and Speech Center. We're going to have an awesome magic show. We're going to do some live music for you, and we're going to have a great storyteller. We'll have food, drinks, we'll have dancing, arts and crafts.
Our event is Saturday, February 21st from noon to 3. Bring your friends, bring your family, and the best part is it's free!
Look, it's Dr. Fryfield. Hey, Dr. Fryfield. I didn't know you gave blood.
Well, hi, Rick. How you doing?
I didn't know you gave blood.
Yeah, I come here every couple of months.
So tell me, can I ask you a question about prostate cancer?
Sure.
Okay, so which is best for early prostate cancer? What treatment? Surgery, radiation, or active surveillance?
It really depends on the cancer itself and the age of the guy and to some extent what he wants and what he thinks might be the best. They can all cure prostate cancer. Surgery and radiation both can, but that's something we have to talk about to make that decision.
So if you were me, which one would you choose?
It really depends on what you would choose. That's where we have to sit down and we have to talk about it. There are pros and cons of everything. There are side effects that are different of each of those, and boy, it takes a long time to sit and explore all of that.
So everybody tells me to do something different. My next door neighbor had this treatment, he said that worked. My uncle had a different treatment. What do you do?
I think it's good to get an idea of what their experience is, but ultimately it's a decision that each fellow has to make that's the right one for himself.
Joining us is Alicia McLaughlin, and she wrote an op-ed piece in the Register Guard a few weeks ago. It got me excited, it got 5,000 other people on Facebook excited, and I love what you said because of your honesty, and you were really getting at the heart of some things that we see in the whole country, but especially in this area. Yeah. So talk to me about our ability to so easily be effective.
Well, I think it's a couple things. I think it's people have a sense of entitlement. A lot of people feel a sense of entitlement. I think a lot of it has to do with people wanting to feel special, or that somehow they're more important or better than other people, and so that when they get offended, that's the occasion for them to, sort of take advantage of that and say, I'm offended. And I'm like, and your point is? Because I'm offended every day, but I go, oh well, that's just the way it goes,
Is it a choice to be offended?
You can choose to be offended, and you can also choose how you respond to that offense. So there's a lot of things that are just trivial. It's not important. You can say, is this really impacting my life? Is this really important? No, it's not important. And then you can choose to be offended and say, well, all right, I'm offended. So what are you going to do now? Do you want to go and make someone else miserable, or do you just, just want to fix the situation, or do you just want to stroke your own ego with, with umbrage?
And you understand inadvertently offending people because you experience Asperger's, and so you'll say things to people that you don't realize that they might be offensive.
Mm-hmm. This is a constant refrain with everyone on the spectrum that I've talked to about this, and they're all nodding and go, oh yeah, well, they do this on a daily basis. We never know what to say. We never know if we're going to say something that offends people. So it's basically like a social landmine every day. You're going to say something and people kind of look at you strange and you go, uh-oh, what did I do now? And you have no clue. And because people with Asperger's and people with ASD, the Asperger's spectrum disorder, we don't understand that something might be inappropriate. And even if someone points it out to us, we'll go, oh, okay, but that would only apply to that case. And the next time it happens, I'm not going to remember that. It's not going to register that the next time that may be inappropriate or something. So.
And you've lost jobs because?
Never been able to get a job because of it. I go to the interview and I thought it went well, and then I just never hear from them because I go, what did I do wrong? And even analyzing it, I just don't know what I did wrong, if anything.
So what do you think, why do so many people not on the Asperger's or the autism spectrum see what you wrote and just jump on that? Because don't you think everybody's a little frustrated with this?
I think this is a major complaint because, all you have to do is look at the media. You know, the Korean airline, the lady from the Korean airline who got upset because someone served her peanuts wrong, or something some celebrity says, you know, and they have to immediately apologize for it because somebody took offense at it, and it wasn't never intended as an offense. Someone made a mistake. Someone said the wrong thing, and then people get upset and they go, "Hey, I'm really sorry," you know. But it's not like we have to drag people to a chopping block, and you know, heads have to roll because my sensibilities were offended. Join the club. You know?
Happens to you every day.
It happens every day.
hour.
It happens every day with people with autism. They have to constantly navigate this unknown, unfamiliar landscape where you never know what's going to happen, because a lot of people who are neuronormals don't understand that, you know, the Asperger's side of it.
I think you spoke a truth that so many people feel, and it just...
Yeah, and it doesn't necessarily involve people with autism. It involves everybody. The people saying, why is everyone getting offended? Why is everyone going overboard with this? The next time someone does something, you know, whether at the supermarket or the restaurant or something, stop and say, what's really going on here? They're not trying to offend me. Maybe they're just having a bad hair day. Cut them some slack. You know, try to be a little compassionate about that. It'd make everybody's life so much easier if we would just, you know, mellow out. Because there's no need for that. You know, if someone throws abusive language at you or threatens you, you have a good reason to, retaliate to that. But everything short of that, I think, is like, blow it off. It's not important. Life's too precious for that.
I love this woman. Thank you for coming and doing that. I really appreciate it. People are going to love you. It's awesome.
See you guys again.
See you guys later. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, how about that place?
So town loses their grocery store, and then a local kid comes in and makes good.
I love Jessica.
That.
She's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, so Em, I got this thing. I want to start doing something. I've been talking with people in town about just not like a random act of kindness, but something where at the end of the show we give people an idea of something they can just go do to be nice to people.
Like spontaneous niceness.
Yeah,
or something like
spontaneous
that.
niceness.
I like that. I'm down with that.
So I'm thinking what we could do is this week is maybe what Elisa was talking about, is just don't be offended. If being offended is a choice, just
Are we having a talk about each other right
choose
now?
not to be offended for the whole week. Try it for the whole week and see if you can do it. Go do something nice for yourself and nice for somebody else.
Yeah, let it roll off your back. Who cares? They should learn from our show, really. That's the lesson we teach every time we shoot.
Just go have fun and be nice. All right,
You
where's
hear,
the Jeep?
You hear the way he talks to me, right? You can't be offended by this.
Where's
oh,
it?
it's over there.
Okay, let's go to the Jeep.
I'll go.
See you next
See
week.
ya.
So here's what we want you to do. So when we come walking in, when Emma and I come walking in, because we're going to go outside, and I'm saying, oh, Emma, I told her Farmlands Market. It's like, Bill, can't she get here on time? And then Emma's going to come walking up and act like nothing's happened. I said, yeah, great. And I said, have you ever been here? And she's going to go, no. And then we're going to walk in, and you three are all going to go, hey, Em, and give her a high five. I thought you've never been here before. And then, it'll
I
be,
know everyone. Yeah.
but you guys you have to get really excited.
Oh, do you have?
Hey, Em! Yeah, like
Best
that.
market ever.
And then we're going to walk straight over to that, and you're going to say, see, Rick, they have local produce here. You've never been here before, Em. And we'll kind of do our little shtick. What is that?
My keys.
Oh.
Get into the character, Rick. I just got here.
Yeah, you
This
are.
guy.
You are